Hey everyone, let's transvestigate the Andrews sisters. This is a group of three sisters that were popular in the 1930s and especially the 1940s. They were kind of like America's sweethearts. Um, and in this group, we have LaVerne, who's the one I'm really suspecting. We're going to focus on LaVerne, Patty, and Maxine. In some of the photos, it looks like all of them could possibly be men, but in almost every single photo, just like every photo I saw, LaVerne is looking very sus. So let's just jump into it. We're going to go down the line here. I mean, this isn't the most feminine looking photo. And then there's this. And then there's this. This looks like somebody's dad put a wig and a glove on and is fooling around, right? I mean, that's just a completely male face, big male skull, big nose, big jaw. Creepy. I have a lot of photos. We're going to go through them kind of fast. See, Maxine is pretty passable in my opinion. I think that might be Patty. No. I think that's LaVerne. It was hard to tell because this one has like a babushka on. But if that's Patty, she looks a little more masculine there with the hair pulled back. See that man face? But her, I don't know about for sure. But as you can see, LaVerne has like kind of a big slope forehead and the like brow arches there. But that doesn't look like her jaw. This is kind of a weirder picture. Okay, I'm really glad they took this photo because we're going to go down the row here. Um, this top picture, I think that one's Maxine. They look younger here, but it is kind of a square face. Those two are okay. Hold on, let me push this picture up. LaVerne, I feel like fails on every single level this transvestigation. Big sloping back forehead. You can see her male, like brow ridge. That's the word I was looking for. That's a pretty big nose. It looks like a square face rather than an oval face. And it's a big jaw. And look at how they, strategically did that lipstick. Just a man face. I mean, honestly, this one's a little suspicious too. It's kind of a square face and a big head. But she's got the widow's peak. Like this one just looks a little more feminine than LaVerne. All right, I think this is like an album cover, The Golden Age of the Andrews Sisters. Down here we have Maxine, Patty, and LaVerne looking like a drag queen with her big old face and jaw. There is no way that this is a woman. This one's funny because here's Maxine. I can never tell about Maxine. Maxine looks okay. Patty. LaVerne looks like B. Arthur, who I mean, even when I was a little kid, I thought B. Arthur was a man and I was super confused. But doesn't LaVerne look just like B. Arthur here from the Golden Girls? Such a man face, right? And I've said this in my other videos, they always have to tell us who they are. Every single one of them is making the Baphomet, the Baphomet sign with their fingers. It's this sign right here. When you see celebrities do that, it's not a peace sign. That's the sign for a transgender, like they're letting you know. So they're all making that. She's kind of doing something weird here. But yeah, that's what that means. And then this is a particularly homely looking picture of Patty in the middle. I'm not showing LaVerne on purpose because, anyways, look at Maxine's arm is looking pretty long there. And just some photos and some poses, I can't really tell about her. Patty looks a little masculine there. And there's LaVerne looking like just the worst tranny ever that I've ever seen. It's so homely. I don't know how she passed, how nobody guessed this, but she's got a really long arm that's like practically touching the floor too. She reminds me of the one in the Cordettes that looks super masculine. Same body shape, same manly face, same long arm. Maxine, Patty, flatback tranny LaVerne. I would really love to know your thoughts about Maxine, who, I mean, that's a more feminine face than LaVerne for sure, right? There's a little bit of the widow's peak, which is a feminine trait. She's hard to tell. I don't know about her. Patty, I'm a little on the fence about too. But for sure, LaVerne. Give me a break, LaVerne. Like, what are we doing right now? I like can't even take LaVerne seriously. And this is like a very less glam photo, kind of looks like an everyday photo, but that's a very interesting, that's like a royal symbol, right? What Maxine is wearing there. So that's interesting. That's on her shirt. I forget what that's called at the moment. Here's Patty and ready for LaVerne. Oh my gosh, LaVerne. I can't. I can't with LaVerne, okay? This is like ridiculous. And like this photo must be before like Patty dyed her hair because I can't really tell. I think this one's Maxine. I'm not going to show LaVerne yet. Or is that Maxine? I can't tell, but she's kind of pretty, right? I feel like Maxine is the prettiest one. We're not buying it, LaVerne. None of us. None of us are buying it. Not with that jaw, not with that huge forehead, not with like the wide eyes. Just just stop messing with me, LaVerne. Maxine, Patty, LaVerne, the huge jaw. I think they're a little older in this photo, but it's we can see it's like a more natural picture too. Maxine, Patty sometimes makes me wonder, and then we just have LaVerne looking like a man down here on the right. It was really hard to find photos of them just standing up straight, like, straight in a line. There's always a distraction, there's always a poofy skirt, but they're always at an angle, and I think that's intentional. So we've got Maxine on the left, Patty in the middle, and big old big hand, big jaw LaVerne on the right. And this isn't the Andrews sisters, but I saw this photo on Pinterest as I was going through looking for pictures of them. I believe this is from the 1940s, and I was surprised to see this symbolism. So that's been happening from even back then, and like that definitely looks like a man face, doesn't it, right there? But the fact that they're posing like that, I just thought, oh my gosh, like I thought the 40s and 50s and even early 60s were supposed to be this like pure and innocent time, but this stuff has been going on for a very long time. It's sad. I have more photos, but honestly, like look at LaVerne on top. I just can't with her, him, it anymore, they, them. I mean, just stop, LaVerne. And I think those are kind of like very manly figures. They do not look feminine here at all. And this photo, like no woman stands like that. Or, I mean, this is just a very weird kind of manly type situation. Are those devil horns? I think Patty's giving us devil horns and LaVerne's just being a dude as usual down over here. But look how masculine that looks. Wide shoulders on all of them here, as you can see. I think they might have shoulder pads, but maybe not. But that's just a very odd pose or stance, like for a woman. Not buying it, especially LaVerne. And I feel like I'm looking at like pretend these are like two of your aunts, and then like one of your uncles like dressed up as a joke. Like that's what this one looks like to me. But as you can see here, it looks like the shoulders are wider than the hips, like that would be male shoulder to hips ratio. But like I said, they're like never standing up straight. I have one photo and I saved it for the end, and that'll be like the smoking gun. Honestly, guys, I keep showing LaVerne last because I just can't with her at this point. So here's the two, Maxine and Patty. My gosh, please, LaVerne. You're going to love LaVerne in this one. Ready? So here's Maxine. Patty looking kind of masculine in this one, to be honest. And then LaVerne is just giving us the Baphomet sign, telling us she's transgender. Like, I can't with you, LaVerne. Look at her jaw and like man face. What am I looking at? I never realized the Andrews sisters showed any skin or legs, but kind of manly, kind of not super feminine looking. They always have distractions going on. I need to see the shoulder to hip ratio, but um, yeah, this is looking a little masculine to me. How about you? Same here. And I think Patty in the middle is giving us devil horns again. She's done that in several of these photos, but I was shocked to see this. Usually I've seen the Andrews sisters like covered up, and those kind of look like male knees and male thighs, don't they? Very masculine. Okay, and here's my only like smoking gun photo where they're kind of standing up straight. Is that who is this one? I think that might be Maxine. They look a little older here, but look at the narrow hips and the wide shoulders, and the shoulders are way broader than the hips. That's got to be LaVerne, right? I can't with LaVerne. Um, yeah, this one too. All of them, the shoulders are much wider than the hips, and that is a male figure. So I'm going to go ahead and say I 100% believe LaVerne here. I'm not stating for a fact, but in my humble opinion, I think LaVerne is a man. And go ahead and let me know what you guys think about the other two in the comments. If this made you smile, hit the like button, and hope you'll stick around and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.